Hey YouTube, petey twofinger here. I just won an auction for a Canon Vixia HFM 500. And I've been doing this auction thing for a while. I've been losing a bunch of auctions, pulling my hair out. Last summer I bought a GoPro, kind of a knockoff camera, and set that up to run off of our 12 volt seal lead acid battery with a 7805 voltage regulator, a pair of capacitors strapped to a big heat sink. And that's what we run our JVC Averio. All those videos you see where I'm standing here and my wife is there and we're picnic tables and we're jamming music, that's shot through this JVC Averio we got as an open box. It was $19. And that's a true HD camera, but I use the next lowest setting. So we're shooting at some kind of interlace. It's not really that big of a file, but the picture quality kind of suffers. And that's because I only have a 32 gig memory card. So we're improving. I always wanted to get a camera with a remote because we've got guitars strapped to us. So we're constantly taking off our instrument, walking 15 feet, hit the pause button, and then we got to figure out what we're going to play next, and then walk back over there and hit the pause button again. So it's a pain in the neck. I also wanted to have a external microphone jack to use like a big honking, like a nice microphone, and get a little bit better audio for the films. And then it has a headphone jack, so I can check and make sure we're not clipping or whatever. So that list, camcorder that looks great, HD, has a remote control, external mic jack, a headphone jack. That really limits it. You're talking prosumer market, real expensive stuff. So the Canon Vixia, there's the 10, 100, the 200, the 300, the 500, 700, 6, 7, and 8. The 8 is the one that's on the market now, but it looks like at the 500, that was the last one where they had the remote control. Now I'm guessing that the 6, 7, and 8, you can set your cell phone or your smartphone to control it. I do not own a smartphone and I never will. So for me, the 500, that series, is the last one, and it has the large, the third of an inch CMOS sensor, which that's the actual eye that sees the video. So if the smaller of that, the better, the worse quality you're going to get. The bigger the CMOS sensor, the smaller the pixels are going to be, the better quality, I believe. It's like these Vivitar, these super cheap cameras. These that look like a flip camera or something. It'll be like HD where it shoots 720 but it looks like garbage. Well, that's because maybe it's saving the file in 720, but the actual CMOS sensor is, the eye is lower resolution. So it's a big laundry list, and like I said, I got fooled into buying one of these Hero GoPro rip-offs, knockoff, and it did everything worked. It had a remote. I built a camera with I built a stereo preamp from scratch, taking resistors and transistors, and it had a set and forget pot on it for the gain. And that was so sensitive, I would have needed to get a 10th value of that and cut another one in. And then the picture quality was kind of a compromise. It was about the same thing as what we were getting, but it looked funny. For one, the lighting was off, it was a little darker, and for two, it looked like it was the image was concave. Like something with the lens wasn't quite right. So that was only a waste of 35 bucks. I'll be able to scrape all that stuff up. The batteries are still good. Hopefully maybe sell that for, 15 bucks on, is it even worth it at that point? But yeah, I just went through all this monkeying around with auctions, so I wanted to turn you guys on. Behringer 1002B is the battery powered mixer. They sell for 120 new, and I wanted one of those. And everyone's willing to pay 80 or more for them on an auction with the shipping. And I'm thinking it's 120 new. The most I'm paying is 60. I want to pay 50 for it shipped. So I ended up getting, it was a Goodwill auction, which is awesome. It was 50 for a mono price 615808, which is powered off 12 volt 1 amp, which means it's battery powered basically. It doesn't have a slot to put batteries in. You have to have an external battery pack, but that's no problem for me. So I was able to do that. It was 35 for the mixer and then 15 for shipping. So I paid 50 for this mixer, which is awesome. So I'm here to tell you guys, shop Goodwill, goodwill.com is an auction site where all that good stuff that Goodwill gets in, their keyboards, computers, camcorders, guitars, basses, mixers, all that stuff doesn't go for sale in the Goodwill. They put it up on this auction site called shopgoodwill.com. And not as many people know about it as eBay. So you can get stuff for a lot cheaper. There's $9.99 black and white Squire Strats on there all day with $20 shipping. So if you got lucky and got in on that auction and nobody upbid you could, for $30 you could get and it just depends. I mean, I was outbid. I tried using some sniping software and the bids were going up and I panicked and tried to change my number and that took a while to change and the auction ended and I lost one for that I should have won. And there was another one where I bid $2 over the winning bid and a pop-up came up. This site uses cookies, blah, 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 policy. And then it said, got it? And I kept clicking the thing, go, the bid. And there was a bar on the bottom that came up that I didn't notice. And then I saw that, clicked that down and up, the auction's over. And my bid, it was 39 and I had 41.25 or 42.25 or whatever it was. I was $2 off, higher. I should have won that bid, but I was late because I was a noob at that site. So it is a little bit clicky and tricky at first, but you can do better because I'm looking at what the stuff is going for. They had a bunch of Vixia stuff that was newer, that was going every day, and I would see over on eBay, whoa, it's like almost twice as much on eBay. So yeah, you can do really well. Shopgoodwill.com, check that out, and let's keep this between us. So today, the other video I did, King Gizzard dropped their album, and they also put out a video game. If you didn't watch that, it's called MarsForTheRich.com. It's a little like a Doom clone that you can play that has a secret in it. And I went and did that. I had to figure my own way out because I couldn't high jump like they were in the videos. If you arrow up and keep hitting the space bar, you can climb, and it takes a while to climb, but you can get in the secret room by climbing. I read all the hidden text that I could see. The one says, you funny, or you're funny, and the other one says, ha 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 ha, the secret messages. So you get in a secret room. Well, I don't want to wreck it. But just make sure you have bullets with you when you go to the secret room. So the other thing is Liam Alepta. I ran into this guy on this crackly soft synth forum, and he was speaking about the quality of his music, his work. And so head over to Liam Alepta, his YouTube, and let him know what you think of his work. Let's give this guy a little bit of love. He works hard at making music. He's got a partner named Kirsten who does some vocals. And he's got a significant body of work. He's done a lot. So let's give Liam Alepta, let's pop over and visit him and let him know what we think of his work. It's always good when you're a musician to have people supporting you, even if that just means clicks, listens, likes, comments, and shares. That goes a long way. All right, you guys, I'm looking forward to, does this camera even work? I got the remote coming. There's a power cable coming from eBay China because it's a goofy connector. I'm going to have to go around and look at my local Goodwill, see if I can find one. It's a CA100E or A, the name of the adapter, some weird proprietary Canon connector that I need to get before I can even power the thing up. Doesn't come with a battery, nothing. So, yeah. There's a remote coming, and then I got to order the microphone and make a bracket for that. So more than likely it's going to be late season. This camera will be featured in one of the videos, or not even at all. It's going to be new for next year. And that's if the thing even works. And can you imagine how mad Gopke's going to be at me if I spent the money and the thing doesn't even work? Oh. All right, you guys. LiamAlepta.com or YouTube, the Owl Guy. Check out his music. And I'll see you around soon. Peace.